Hi guys, it's Rebecca Coomes from The Healthy Gut. I absolutely love sticky pork ribs, so I'm going to show you my SIBO-friendly version from the SIBO Family Favourites cookbook. So I've got some glorious pork ribs here. They're free range from my local butcher. And I love to marinate them in a spice rub overnight. So what I've got here is a tablespoon of smoked paprika, a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and also a teaspoon each of salt and pepper. And so we're just going to sprinkle that over the pork ribs. We're going to rub that in nicely on both sides. So we'll rub it in that side and then we'll flip it over, and I like to rub it in on this side as well. Just make sure that that's evenly coating the meat, because those flavours are just spectacular. There we go, like that. And the reason why I've kept that bag there is that I just fold these up, pop it back in the plastic bag, like that. And that goes in the fridge for at least 6 hours, but ideally overnight, and I'm going to leave mine overnight, and then we'll roast them off and they will be absolutely divine. The ribs have been marinating in that wonderful spice mix now for 24 hours. So as you can see, it's just looking glorious. The next step in cooking these succulent and sticky ribs is to pop them in the oven. So I like to put them on a tray with some grease-proof paper underneath them, just so they don't stick on the tray. And then I cover them really tightly with foil, like that. And that helps the steam sort of help cook the meat as we pop it in the oven. So I pop these in the oven at 160 degrees centigrade or 320 Fahrenheit, and they take about an hour and a half to 2 hours to cook in total. But I'll show you the next step, which is to make the basting sauce, which gives them that lovely, sweet, succulent stickiness, which just makes ribs so wonderful. Okay, these are going in the oven. I'll see you soon. While the ribs are cooking in the oven, it's time to make the basting marinade. So I've got 1 tub of tomato paste. It's about 140 grams of tomato paste. So I'll pop that into a bowl. And then to that, to sort of give the lovely sort of sweet and sticky flavour of this baste, I've got 2 tablespoons of coconut aminos. And just make sure that you go for ones that don't contain onion or garlic. I've got 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar. Pop that in. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of honey. Now, if you can't tolerate honey, you could use natural stevia or another sweetener that you know that you can tolerate. And then a little sprinkling of salt and some pepper. Okay, and I'll just mix that together. And once the ribs are about 3/4 cooked, we start basting them with this sauce. I've just pulled the ribs out from the oven, so we'll have a look at how they're going. Don't they look good? Yum. So the next step is that we're going to baste these with the sticky sauce. Now, if you've got a basting brush, use that. I can't find mine, so I'm just going to use the back of a spoon, which works just as well. So you want to cover both sides of the ribs. So this is the sort of meatier, thicker side, but you definitely want to get the other side as well, so that when you cut these ribs up, just lovely and sticky and succulent and delicious. Okay. And while I'm basting these ribs in this sauce, I've actually increased the heat in the oven, because we want to replicate a barbecue, and by all means you can actually put these on a barbecue to finish them off. So I've increased the temperature of the oven to 190 degrees, or that's 375 in Fahrenheit. Okay, and then for the next 20 minutes or so, I will just keep basting and turning and basting and turning until all the sauce has been used on the ribs, and they have a lovely kind of charcoal-y-esque look to them. And so the sauce will have really sort of got sticky and gooey and lovely, but the ribs underneath will still be lovely, tender and moist. So I'll show you the finished product in about 20 minutes. The ribs have come out of the oven and they are just looking and smelling amazing. So they've got this glorious sticky sauce over them now on both sides. So I'm just going to, they literally fall apart in my knife. I'm going to cut off a piece just to show you. Look at that, succulent on the inside, sticky and sweet and glorious on the outside. And no one would know that these are SIBO friendly because they really do taste absolutely incredible. If you'd like today's recipe, you can find it in my new cookbook, the SIBO Family Favourites Cookbook. And if there's anything you'd like me to make SIBO friendly for you, pop it in the comments below. I'm Rebecca Coomes from The Healthy Gut, and I look forward to seeing you next time.